we have which is the most polar bond. So for this type of question, to find out which is the most polar, we just compare the electronegativity. Okay, that is almost word for word is asking what is the electronegativity difference between these atoms. Okay, so for that being said, I don't even have to look at the periodic table for this. It's a carbon and a carbon. This electronegativity difference is 0. So if anything, this is going to be the least polar bond. If we're going to organize it based on order, we can say that C is going to be the lowest. Okay, and now for B, we have CH, which is, as you can see, going to be relatively low as well. But let's actually now pull up the numbers as soon as I can move this thing a little bit more down. That's very strange. Well then, so let's just move on. We have CH, periodic table. Hydrogen has an electronegativity of 2.20. Carbon is 2.55. Difference is 0.35. Okay, there we go. That was strange. Okay, and now for this we have NH as well. Let's look at the difference, but let's just get everything together. OH and SEH. Okay, so NH. Nitrogen, on the other hand, is 3.04 minus 2.20. That should be around 80.84. Yep, 0.84 difference. And OH, now we have 3.44 minus 2.20, 1.24 difference. And then for E, the last one, we have SEH. SE is, wow, 2.55. My eyes do not deceive me. That would be the same thing actually as a carbon. So that would be 0.35. So now carbon and selenium, those ones will be a little bit tricky in terms of which is the most polar. So for those ones, we usually just refer to best by size. Luckily for us, that's not what we're asked for. We asked for which is the most polar. So as you can see here, if we were to organize it, if we just assume that the size did play into effect, it'd be CC, CH, SEH, then it would be NH, and then the winner would be OH, because in this case, the most polar one is indeed D, the bond between oxygen and hydrogen. Okay, and as you can see here, all we did was go through our electronegativity difference. So just be aware of that, is that when they're asking which bond is the most polar, typically they're asking for which one has the greatest electronegativity difference. Okay, so let's see what they did. Alright, oh, I guess it depends on the periodic table we're looking at, but they have selenium as 2.4. Interesting. Well, nonetheless, the most polar bond was given as OH. And with that being said, just make sure you pay attention to which periodic table you're using, and you are consistent when you're pulling up the electronegativity. You don't want to be pulling up electronegativities from different periodic tables. As you can see, we have quite different numbers, so it's important to just keep that consistent. Okay, now question number 8.